Hello guys, we are going to do the fingerprinting. So this crime occurred and they have five suspects, and they got some DNA from crime scene. So they are not sure which one of these suspects matches from the DNA they got from a crime scene. Piece of skin or a hair follicle, anything could be taken from crime scene. So the first thing, we need to add water. These are sterile water which came with the kit, and then I have to take 200 of sterile water and add it to the DNA. Okay, the suspect's 5 DNA localized, so I have to add that. And what am I going to do? I'm just going to grab, I don't have the pipette there for 200. So what I will do, I just grab 100 from, that's 100, that's another 100. Get rid of the tip. Then that was for localizing, making the solid DNA liquid. That's what that term means. And then you grab, based on the protocol, you grab 750. I already put it on 750. 750 of the sterile water, different tip of pipette, a bigger one. You add it to the restriction enzymes. The restriction enzyme is a combination of 2-3 enzymes that breaks DNA apart. That's what restriction enzyme means. It breaks DNA. So I gotta get 750 deionized water into restriction enzymes, and then the restriction enzyme is supposed to be on ice at all time. It's very sensitive. And then the next thing, I'm supposed to transfer 80 microliter of the enzyme into each one of these 8 tubes. So crime scene, suspect A, suspect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will put the, which one? This one goes to 1, yeah, 80. So bring it down to 80, right there, 80.000. Oh, I better get rid of that tip. So 80 from crime scene to, from green vial to green. Right here. And then, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's do, oh my God, am I right? Yes. So suspect 1, suspect 2, the okay, I'm not gonna do the rest. I just want to show you guys how it's done. And then 4 and 5. Then the protocol calls for 80 of this, 80 microliter of this into each one of these, so you can break the DNA apart. So you got to go back to 80. This is 80 of the restriction enzymes, and then you add it to all of these vials. 80 here, 80 restriction enzymes to here, and well, I should not 80 here. Again, you should supposed to change the tip every time because you run the risk of cross-contamination. So that's it. Then this one, these samples, they don't get the dye now, right? Do they get the dye now? Or,
Water bath.
They go to water bath, yeah. They don't get the dye. They go to water bath right here. All of the samples for 45 minutes at 37 Celsius. Perfect. It is 30. It's hard to get this water bath at 37 Celsius. So you wait here for 37 Celsius water bath. So as you can see, the water bath is on set. And then you come out after half an hour. You let the restriction enzyme did its job. Then you come and add dye to it. So you stain it. So you stain it, and the stain is here. So this is sample loading stain dye right here. And then how much am I supposed to add? 5 ml, 5 microliter. So this is 10, where is 5? Yep, right here. It is 5 microliter. So you add it. Oh, the tip. All right. Sorry. So the 5. Where did I put the dye? So you grab. Oh. This is crime scene, suspect 1, suspect 2, suspects 3, suspect 4, and suspect 5. Okay, so my dye, sample loading dye, yes. Okay, 5 microliter. And then again, between each sample, you got to change the tube, the tip. Last one, I didn't do it, but this one, I'm going to do it because of the, as I said, cross-contamination. Okay, then change the tip. 5 into this one. Change the tip. 5 to this one. Change the tip, and the last one. 5 to the last one. And then, you know, the good practice is to do them one at a time, you guys, because you make a mistake. You might add 10 into one, into 2 by just mistake if you have them open up like this, like me. Okay, then you have to run your standard DNA, so which is called the standard DNA here, and then you add the dye. How much of dye you had? Add 20 microliter of the dye to your standard, and you change the tip of the pipette to 20. I had the 20. Well, I had 20. So anyhow, you change it to 20 right here. And this is the dye, and transfer 20 to the standard right here and get rid of the tip. So now you have standard that you know your DNA worked. Now you go and load them up. Oh, wrong tip, sorry. So you go and load them up into the gel, right? So come up here. So we put the gel. I showed you guys. Let's do. This is the gel. I showed it to you before. You harden up. It is great now. It is ready to be used. Take the comb out in a way that it does not. And I showed it to you. You put this plate in here in the last experiment and you put down the gel right here. This is like a jello. It goes in here and hardens up. Okay. So we've done that. Now I gotta put them in the gel electrophoresis. Open this up. This is just like the PCR. Oh, these things always have to give me a hard time. Okay. And then you come and place it on the gel electrophoresis machine apparatus. Oh boy, I hope I don't break it. Okay, great. And then you pour your buffer. Did I do it? Yeah. It's gonna go, the DNA are gonna move that way, the wells, and so you gotta immerse it into this buffer all the way to the top. Not all the way to the top, but the gel gotta be immersed. Okay, then you bring your samples and load them up. Okay, let me start with the standard, and then 20 ml. What is this? This is 10. Okay. You gotta go to 20 ml and load up 20 ml of, it's 40 combination of these, and I'm just going to show you as a demo how these things are, how to put it up into here. Okay. Oh, this is too much. I guess I messed up a little bit. You gotta be 20. Okay, so that was the ladder. This is the crime scene. I'm gonna start a few wells. We have enough wells. That's how it's supposed to look like, guys. Not like the first one. So it's good. You saw a bad one and you saw a good one. Since I'm in a row, I'm gonna add another one. That's what it's supposed to be. I'm gonna add it to another well. Oh. Right there. And then after it's done, you take it out. You take the gel out and you put it into a dye like this. You wait a few minutes, you wash the gel, and at the end you see the pictures. You saw the pictures in your lab on the PowerPoint slides. Okay? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. This was the crime scene. And then in the lab, you look at the gel and tell me who is the criminal. Alright?